What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. All right, so here's the situation we have for you, ladies and gentlemen. This month has been a very active tropical season. We have two tropical storms right now. We have Tropical Storm Bret that has entered the Caribbean Sea. We have Tropical Storm Cindy that is currently strengthening out here in the Atlantic Ocean. These two systems developed within days apart, and they developed east of the Lesser Antilles, which for June is unprecedented. Now, we're going to go ahead and briefly talk about Bret and Cindy. Real quickly, we're going to go ahead and give you the latest on Bret. It is entered into the eastern Caribbean Sea. Maximum sustained winds remain at 60 miles per hour. Tropical storm force winds extend out 125 miles from the center. Minimum central pressure is 1,002 millibars. It is moving west at 21 miles per hour. So this is what we got right here for the cone. We have this thing moving through the Caribbean, expected to gradually weaken down to a tropical depression by Sunday and then dissipate due to all the insane amount of wind shear that is going on in there. If we take a look at the shear map as of right now, we're looking at it entering potentially an area of 40 to 50 knots by the time it dissipates right there. So that's going to be enough to tear this whole thing apart. It's sheer city out here in the Caribbean, so nothing's going to be able to sustain in this area right here. Now we're going to go ahead and go over to Tropical Storm Cindy, briefly talk about that, as well as look at some models to see what's going on with it. Here's the cone right here. It currently has winds of 50 miles per hour, pressure of 1,003 millibars, moving west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. Tropical storm force winds extend out 60 miles from the center. Its location is 12.5 degrees north, 48 degrees west. Right here. So that's what we have right here. It is expected to move west-northwest, strengthen into a potentially a 65-mile-per-hour tropical storm, and then start gradually weakening to a depression and dissipating by Wednesday north of the Dominican Republic and east of the Bahamas, And this thing is expected to move north of the Lesser Antilles right there. We're going to go ahead and see what kind of impacts affecting land. Right now, there are none. It's probably too far to do any impacts anyway. What's going to be fueling Bret and Cindy are the global sea temperatures. As we take a look at them, they're 28, 29 degrees Celsius, where these guys are at right here. If we take a look at the OHC, where Bret is, it's supposed to enter better OHC, but the shear is just going to be way too much for that to really do anything. Where Cindy is, however, where it is right here, it's about right here. It's in about 75 to 100 OHC, which is why it's strengthening and organizing so quickly and why there isn't that big of issues right there. If we take a look at the wind shear, there's not very many issues where Cindy is right now. It's currently at around 10 to 15 knots of wind shear with some stuff that could potentially affect it as it moves further to the north right there. It has no trouble organizing or strengthening right now. It's expected to get up to a strong tropical storm after all. So that's what we have going on right there. We're going to go ahead and show you some track models and then talk about the intensity. Track models, once again, west-northwest, majority of them, although some of them have it turning towards Bermuda, turning towards the north, as that Bermuda high could potentially collapse according to some models. Intensity models, once again, strong tropical storm strength. We're not thinking of any hurricane strength as of right now unless this thing rapidly intensifies or anything like that. So that's what we have for Cindy right now, but now we have a new potential threat in the eastern Pacific Ocean. We now have an area of interest with an 80% chance of development. A broad area of low pressure located several hundred miles south of southern Mexico is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. A tropical depression is expected to form by early week while it moves generally west-northwestward, parallel to the southwestern coast of Mexico. We're going to go ahead and actually pull up some satellite of the eastern Pacific to show you what we're talking about. This is the area of thunderstorms they are talking about. This thing that is going to start slowly organizing and developing. It's in very good conditions, very conducive conditions for development. If we take a look at the water temperatures, they're over 30 degrees Celsius, where this is going to be developing at, around 31 or so, which is about 87, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. If we take, I don't think we have OHC available for the Eastern Pacific, but if we take a look at the wind shear around that area, we're going to go ahead and pull that up. There's pretty good wind shear where this is right here. There is some wind shear to the west of this, but where this thing is expected to develop, it's about 10 to 15 knots, which is very conducive for development. in the eastern Pacific. So that's definitely something we need to keep an eye on for in case this thing hits Mexico or something like that. And we'll continue to update you here on the Pat's Path Predictor channel on all of this. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps us out, helps us make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather. But with that being said, have a wonderful day, guys. Stay safe.